What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rumor Mill, going over some NBA and, of course, a few NFL news here and there. Of course, the NFL has been quiet this offseason, man. Not much going on besides Tom Brady not getting the appeal he wanted for the 4-game suspension. So that means he's going to be out the first 4 games of the first NFL season. But right now, man, back to the NBA. There's been some news, some speculation going on. Russell Westbrook may get traded, and the team that looks like they're at the top to getting him is the Boston Celtics. Now, if they were to trade him, they would definitely need to trade that first round pick they got from the Brooklyn Nets, and they might have to even throw in some young guys like Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley. So right now, I'm not really sure. It's just a bunch of speculation, but Boston Celtics really have all the right pieces and the picks to get a guy like Russell Westbrook, and for OKC to feel like they got enough out of him, because basically he's a free agent next year. He hasn't signed an extension. He said he won't sign an extension, so he's gonna be a free agent next summer, and he could leave for nothing. He could leave Oklahoma City dry, just like Kevin Durant did to the Warriors. So they definitely don't want that to happen again. So they might be even looking to trade Westbrook before the end of the summer. And if that happens, honestly, the Celtics, like I said before, are the team that has the most assets, the most valuable assets that's going to be able to pick him up and trade for him. So that may be something that happens. It's just speculation right now. It's just talks. But the Thunder are talking about trading him, before the end of the summer. They don't want to deal with that. If he's not going to sign an extension, they're automatically thinking that he's not going to sign with them next summer and he's going to leave for nothing. So they're just taking precautionary steps right now and really just trying to be safe as far as moving forward and not being left in the dries, which has happened this summer with Kevin Durant. So they definitely don't want that to happen again. So now on to other NBA news. Jared Sullinger has reached an agreement with Toronto Raptors. It's a 1-year deal, $6 million, and this is basically for him. He signed a 1-year deal just so that way this is another year for him to prove himself. Go ahead. Toronto just they lost Bismack Biyombo to the Orlando Magic, so he's gonna come in there and fill in that backup big man position, backup power forward, backup center position. And since he signed a 1-year contract, he's gonna be, he's gonna have to prove that he deserves a big contract next year. So this is definitely gonna be kind of awakening for him. It's gonna be kind of good for him to kind of put a little pressure on himself to go ahead and perform well this season. Help Toronto out big time, because they're definitely going to need the extra help, of course. And this way it'll set him up to get an even better contract next year. Also, Tyler Johnson for the Miami Heat. The Brooklyn Nets gave him a 4-year, $50 million contract, but of course he's a restricted free agent. So the Miami Heat did end up signing that, and y'all see the jersey, man. Y'all have probably seen the rant. And I like this move for Miami, man. We obviously couldn't keep D Wade, but this just pretty much, shows that we're gonna have to shift our focus towards the young guys. I like what we have as far as Justin Winslow and Josh Richardson. I like what those guys can do, how they play. They kind of, they're both defensive players, and Winslow's like a slasher attacker, and Richardson is more of a shooter. So they complement each other. And of course, Tyler Johnson, you guys seen him. He was hurt majority of the season last year. But, he's obviously going to be better and healthy this coming season. And he showed promises of being a solid pro. So, I actually like those pickups. Miami, looking forward to next year. I think we're going to be a pretty solid team. I don't see us being much better than we were this year unless Bosh comes back and he's as healthy and he's playing up to a high level, which he can. He's been an all-star multiple years. So, that's really, I think, the only way we're really going to get over 43 games. Only we're going to get over 43 games is if Bosh is healthy and playing a full season. Of course, you guys already heard about Tim Duncan retiring, and obviously, that's, it was kind of time for him, man. You guys can tell by his stats, by the way he's been playing, and I think this is really the thing I like about Tim Duncan is that he actually just, the way he left the game and the way he came into the game was so quiet and in and out. Nobody knew anything, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But he left the organization in great hands, man. Kawhi Leonard and obviously LaMarcus Aldridge, and they just signed Paul Gasol. So I think he knew it was time. He knew that he was leaving the organization in good hands, and he left out quietly, just like Tim Duncan would want to do. So much respect to him, man. He's definitely, I think, in my opinion, the best power forward of all time as far as consistency, winning, and everything like that. So, man, Tim Duncan gonna be first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt, and it's gonna be sad to see him and guys like Kobe Bryant, leaving the league, because if you're under the age of about 20, 24, 25, as much basketball as you can remember, those guys were in there. So it's kind of sad to see them go, but it just shows that the game is opening a new chapter and starting a new leaf, which is really exciting to see. And some retiring news, or some veteran news. Ray Allen has reached out to the Golden State Warriors, trying to make a comeback in the NBA. He never officially retired, so it's not like he has to go through paperwork or anything like that. But he is looking and interested into joining the Golden State Warriors, and I think if that happens, man, I mean, they're already stacked. It's not like Ray Allen's going to come in and drop 30 a game, but it just shows you, the kind of weapons they have on the offense, and they have 4 guys who are going to go down as one of the best shooters in all-time basketball. So to add Ray Allen is going to be even crazier. Who knows, man? Maybe Reggie Miller is going to come out of retirement and join this team, man. This is getting crazy. Another veteran that's trying to make a comeback, and this is Richard, a.k.a. Rip Hamilton, the man with the mask. He has, reached out to the NBA about making a possible comeback. And with this, I don't know. The last time the guy played was like three, maybe even 4 years ago. And obviously, for him to have interest in coming back, he's obviously had to stay in shape. Also, he has to mentally be prepared for it. So I'm not sure about this move. I don't know what team will pick him up, especially when you got all these young athletic guys coming to the league every day. The summer league is going on. So it's going to be hard for me to see him really getting picked up by a team unless a team invites him in the summer camp and he just flat out, dominates or just shows that he could have that veteran leadership. He has that poise and is willing to help younger guys, learn from the game. So that's really the only way I see him coming back into the league. But it's cool to see these old guys trying to make a comeback and get a little last leg in the NBA, man. It's crazy to see because you don't really see it happening often. But definitely when guys of this caliber, Rip Hamilton always had a good influence in the NBA, always had a good outlook as far as what other players thought of him, and Ray Allen too. So those are the type of players. If there's a player coming back, those are the type of players you want to come back and help an NBA franchise out. So I don't think that was a bad move. So here I'm about to show you guys a list of free agents that still haven't signed or agreed to sign a contract. Now this doesn't mean these guys are gonna leave the team they were with last year. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means they have not, cleared out contract disputes and have not signed a contract or agreed to sign a contract. So let me read out this list for you. So LeBron James, J.R. Smith, Maurice Harkless, Terrence Jones, Mario Chalmers, Lance Stevenson, David Lee, Josh Smith. Those are the guys that are still free agents and they still haven't signed with the team yet. So within the next couple of days, next week or so, you see those guys start to sign, either veteran minimum deals or even better deals. Guys like J.R. Smith, he's probably going to re-sign with the Cavaliers and get a pretty good deal because of the way he played in the playoffs and in the finals. So expect those guys to get signed within the next week or two. Jordan Hill did just sign with the Timberwolves. So Timberwolves actually have a lot of big men. They have Gorgie Dang. They have Karl Anthony Towns, obviously. They have Pekovic. They have Adrian Payne. So they have a lot of big men. You're probably going to see one or two of those guys get traded within the next couple weeks. And that's really how I see it. I mean, I like the overall team of Minnesota. I think they have a nice young team. They have athletic guys that can flat out play defense and are athletic. So they're a team, I think, in the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to be, one of those top 3-4 teams in the Western Conference for sure. And if you've been keeping up with the NBA Summer League, some of the guys that have really been playing outstanding, Ben Simmons, Chris Dunn, Buddy Hield, he started off kind of rusty in the beginning, but he's really picked it up and been playing well. Who else? Thonmaker had 17.17 rebound game. And there's a few other guys in there, but those are like the main guys that have been getting a lot of the attention. Of course, Brandon Ingram for the Lakers. He's been playing really well. So going into camp, anything like that, those guys, they really stood out. They're really standing out still in the summer league. And I definitely think they're going to have a large role, instant role in their teams respectively. I think they're gonna some of them are gonna start right away, some of them might not start in the beginning of the season and end up starting throughout the end, but they definitely will have an immediate impact on their team. So definitely exciting look out. I will have a video out soon where I'm gonna be looking over and kind of picking who my top 5 teams are in the Eastern and Western Conference. So if you guys do want to see that soon, just put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. But either way, I will have it coming out soon, going over the 2016-2017 NBA season. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure you guys leave some love in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you already know, I'm signing out.
Look, I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows, $1 million schemes and $1 billion. I got $1 million schemes and $1 billion flows. I put my heart in this work, cause that's just all that I know. Look.